Well, I had some problems with my Dewalt 20V string trimmer. It's a DCST 920. While I was doing some weed eating, it would run very strong and then it would cut out like the battery had died. So I swapped the battery out even though it was showing 2 bars, and then it would run for a while and then cut out. So I figured I had a battery problem. Swap the battery again, and it would run, cut out, and I'd pull it and it'd start to run, cut out, stop a while, pull the trigger and it'd run, and then eventually it wouldn't run at all. So I thought something was wrong with the motor. Well, got to looking at it pretty closely and realized that there were vents on top of the motor down here. As you can see, I've already cleaned it, but it had covered up these vents so much with grass and dirt that you wouldn't have noticed that there were vents there. Pretty typical when you're using a weed eater, that it just gets full of garbage. But very quickly, there's 4 screws that hold the cover on. A Torx 10, T10 are what hold the screws on. Plastic housing. Screws are about 1 inch long, maybe 3/4 of an inch. And as I said, I've already cleaned this one, but the 4 screws come out very easily. And there's a screen on the inside and vents on the outside. And the way I did it, initially I tried to blow it out with my compressor and the handheld, but it was packed in there so hard that I couldn't do it. So I ended up doing it under a hose and a toothbrush, and I ended up scrubbing it out, and that was how I could get all the debris out. So it is thoroughly cleaned, and looked inside and there was very little dirt on the inside, but I did use the compressor and I just lightly blew air through there to make sure it was clean. Went back together with it, same way it came apart, went together just as easy as it came apart. Threw a 6 amp hour battery in it and just worked the heck out of it until the 6 amp hour had just about gave up. It was down to 1 bar and never once quit on me. So obviously there's a thermal shut off on the motor. When it's not getting enough air, it's gonna clip out. Once I cleaned it, it's getting plenty of air, and I was able to use it on the 6 amp hour battery until completion. So on your Dewalt 20V weed eaters, make sure you keep these vents clean. Thank you.